Back in 2013, I woke up and I felt fine, and I just completed school for the third day, and I had just got back for summer vacation, and I felt pain in my chest, and I thought that was weird, so I laid down, and then I felt pain in my back, and then I got nauseous, and I had numbness all the way down from my shoulders to my tips of my fingers. So at that point, we were thinking heart attack, but not completely because I'm too young. So we went to the hospital, and they did, I told them that my dad has a history of cardiomyopathy, my aunt does as well, and so they did a heart cath, and they did not find anything. It was clear, and I've never had high blood pressure or high cholesterol, so that was very strange, and found out the next morning that I did have a minor heart attack. Then they gave me medicine, kept me for a couple days, took a couple weeks off, and then this last June I had another one. It was the exact same symptoms, so I knew exactly what was happening again. And so this time we called 911, and they took me to the hospital and gave me another heart cath, and this time they found blockage in my artery.
911 is an excellent safety net, and if you feel like that you are unable to get yourself safely to an emergency department, then that is absolutely what people should do.
I was more in shock with the first one. I was panicking because I knew something wasn't right. You have to know your body. You have to know what feels right and what doesn't feel right. And so I was both. And then the second time I knew exactly what it was, so I was more panicked because I knew that this was a major issue.
Sometimes these symptoms of heart attack in women are slightly more subtle, and they are different from their typical presentation that happens in men. They might not have the typical symptoms that I just mentioned. It might present with some like lower chest pain, not in the center of the chest or the upper abdomen. Sometimes it can present in the form of tightness between the two shoulder blades. Sometimes they may not have any chest pain. It might be just heaviness in one or both the arms. Sometimes it might not have anything to do with the pain. It might be just shortness of breath with activity. Sometimes women might feel like they're getting tired easily and feel fatigued all the time. So I would highly recommend to look for more subtle symptoms and not just wait for the typical symptoms.
I'm a lot more knowledgeable now. I educated myself through watching videos, going on the internet, looking at the website, looking at pamphlets, and looking to see what the signs and symptoms are. For me, I've been able to tell my friends, watch out, they're different from men, not the same at all. So I just educate myself so they know as well.
The biggest problem we find with women is that they oftentimes are the person that's in charge of the health of the rest of the family, and their health is taken into account last. So many times there'll be long-time symptoms that have been going on that have just been kind of ignored because they've been too busy taking care of other people. And the biggest problem we have is to get women to recognize the changes that are taking place that show that there is heart trouble and to seek medical attention.
Yeah, if I hadn't done the right thing, my children would be motherless, and that would just be horrific for everybody involved. I wouldn't be able to see them grow up, you know, possibly get married and have kids. I just wouldn't see the future of everything that's going to happen. And I would just miss being around everybody.